everybody hear me? So I was told that this is actually a small piece of trivia. This is the biggest gathering of IIT directors, NIT directors, IIM directors outside of a Government of India forum. So this is it's a phenomenal thing, you know. From my perspective, I must share something with you from 45 years ago. I was about 15, and I made the decision not to go into science. My parents were both renowned doctors. And so they thought, you know, I would actually go into science, probably become a doctor, maybe an engineer. My neighbor across the street got into IIT Madras, did extremely well. I saw that and I realized, you know, it wasn't in me. I didn't have the capacity. Little did I know that one day I would share the stage with not one IIT director, but triple IIT directors, IIT directors. I mean, I'm flummoxed, you know, I don't know how to, very, very august panel here. And, you know, so I will try and keep this invigorating and quick. We've got a big set of leaders here who can actually help us with, you know, how we navigate a course for the future. And I'd like to actually do a little bit of an icebreaker by starting to ask each one of these gentlemen in turn what their own personal leadership mantra is. Because let's not forget, to become a director of an institution like they have been, I know they did very well to get into IIT BHU to start off with, so they obviously have the brains, we're not going to go there, but what are their personal characteristics? What is your specific leadership mantra? So we'll start with you, Dr. Rajiv, please.
Thank you. A very good evening.
You'll have to hold up the mic closer.
Yeah, thank you. I think I'm audible. I'm audible? Oh, so nice. Thank you. Very good evening. See, I took one thing. So leadership means you have to take whole institute or whole organization where you are working, you are leading. So teamwork, taking all together, maybe everyone is not agree with you, but 99% agree with you. So teamwork for me is the mantra for leadership.
Okay. Teamwork and bringing everybody along. Thank you, Dr. Rajiv.
You are leading a team.
You are leading the team, but teamwork is really important for you to make.
With the teamwork.
With the teamwork. Got it. Got it. Dr. Singh, there are two Dr. Singhs, so I say Dr. Dharmendra.
हेलो, am I audible? या अगर आप अनुमति दें तो मैं हिंदी में बात करूंगा। छोटे छोटे कॉन्फ्रेंसेज बड़ी बड़ी लोगों को इससे है, हम ये सब चीज़ें अभी हमसे किसी ने पूछा कि हम ये छोटे छोटे कॉन्फ्रेंसेज बड़ी बड़ी लोगों को इससे है, हम ये सब चीज़ें अभी हमसे किसी ने पूछा कि हम ये छोटे छोटे कॉन्फ्रेंसेज बड़ी बड़ी लोगों को इससे है, हम ये सब चीज़ें अभी हमसे किसी ने पूछा कि हम ये छोटे छोटे कॉन्फ्रेंसेज बड़ी बड़ी लोगों को बुलाते हैं, हम ये सब चीज़ें अभी हमसे किसी ने पूछा कि हम ये छोटे छोटे कॉन्फ्रेंसेज बड़ी बड़ी लोगों को बुलाते हैं, हम ये सब चीज़ें अभी हमसे किसी ने पूछा कि हम ये छोटे छोटे कॉन्फ्रेंसेज बड़ी बड़ी लोगों को बुलाते हैं, हम ये सब चीज़ें अभी हमसे किसी ने पूछा कि हम ये छोटे छोटे कॉन्फ्रेंसेज बड़ी बड़ी लोगों को बुलाते हैं, हम ये सब चीज़ें अभी हमसे किसी ने पूछा कि हम ये छोटे छोटे कॉन्फ्रेंसेज बड़ी बड़ी लोगों को बुलाकर, हम ये सब चीज़ें अभी हमसे किसी ने पूछा कि हम ये छोटे छोटे कॉन्फ्रेंसेज बड़ी बड़ी लोगों को बुलाकर, हम ये सब चीज़ें अभी हमसे किसी ने पूछा कि हम ये छोटे छोटे कॉन्फ्रेंसेज बड़ी बड़ी लोगों को बुला करके, हम ये सब चीज़ें अभी हमसे किसी ने पूछा कि हम ये छोटे छोटे कॉन्फ्रेंसेज बड़ी बड़ी लोगों को बुला करके, हम ये सब चीज़ें अभी हमसे किसी ने पूछा कि हम ये छोटे छोटे कॉन्फ्रेंसेज बड़ी बड़ी लोगों को बुला करके, हम ये सब चीज़ें अभी हमसे किसी ने पूछा कि हम ये छोटे छोटे कॉन्फ्रेंसेज बड़ी बड़ी लोगों को बुला करके, हम ये सब चीज़ें अभी हमसे किसी ने पूछा कि हम ये छोटे छोटे कॉन्फ्रेंसेज बड़ी बड़ी लोगों को बुला करके ये कैटलिसिस का काम, उत्प्रेरक का काम कर रहे हैं कि हमें एंड पॉइंट तक कॉन्फिडेंस लाना है कि हम जो सोच रहे हैं, हम जो कर रहे हैं वो सही ही कर रहे हैं। और फिर हम 1947 में जब हमारा है 2047 में 100 ईयर्स जब हम सेलिब्रेट करेंगे, हम विकसित भारत और विश्व गुरु हो, हमें कोई रोक नहीं सकता। तो अपने अंदर एक कॉन्फिडेंस लाइए और सबके साथ चलते चलिए।
तो आत्मविश्वास और तो इतना तो कहूँगा कि मैं दक्षिण भारत से हूँ और हनुमान जी दक्षिण भारत से थे। So मुझे ये leader, and you yourself are the Brahman, and so therefore, you yourself are the leader, and you yourself are the Brahman, and so therefore, you yourself are the leader, and you yourself are the Brahman, and so therefore, you yourself are the leader, and you yourself are the Brahman, and so therefore, you yourself are the leader, and you yourself are the Brahman, and so therefore, you yourself are the leader, and you yourself are the Brahman, and so therefore you have the, you yourself are the leader, and you yourself are the Brahman, and so therefore you have the, you yourself are the leader, and you yourself are the Brahman, and so therefore you have the, you yourself are the leader, and you yourself are the Brahman, and so therefore you have the ability, you yourself are the leader, and you yourself are the Brahman, and so therefore you have the ability, you yourself are the leader, and you yourself are the Brahman, and so therefore you have the ability to, you yourself are the leader, and you yourself are the Brahman, and so therefore you have the ability to lead. So to that, sir, I would say as a rejoinder, Tattvamasi, and we will move forward with Dr. T.N. Singh. Please go ahead, sir.
थैंक यू मेरे लिए धर्मेंद्र जी ने संकट पैदा कर दिया नाउ आई विल स्पीक समथिंग इन इंग्लिश एंड हिंदी बोथ
So make it Kannada or Malayalam or Tamil, no problem.
So leadership, those who are the good leader, they can read the minds of the other and make them, mold them, motivate them to move forward. So that will be the one thing which we are trying to do in our institution, and all my both brothers are doing the same thing in their respective places. Doesn't mean that leader should be always a front fighter. Those leaders who are behind the screen or behind the curtain, that is not the real leadership. If there is a problem, there is a solution. And that I believe in my working, day-to-day working, that if there is a problem, there is a solution. And if there is a problem, hypothetically, there is no solution at all. So resolve it, solve it, move forward. That will be the mool mantra of my working style. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So the concept of, if I may, you don't necessarily have to be the one in front. The concept of servant leadership, the ability to be able to make sure you get to the solution regardless of what the situation. Very, very interesting to hear, their personal leadership attributes and their personal leadership mantras. I think because that sets the tone for a couple of the things that I would like to talk about. I mean, we've heard from some of the other panels and from some of the other speakers, and I'd like to ask each in turn, and this time I will go this way, away from me, with Dr. T.N. Singh, Dr. Dharmendra, and then Dr. Rajiv after that, about the inclusion of, from a leadership perspective, if you're trying to create leaders, about the perspective of trying to create leadership qualities within the young graduates whom you are responsible for, so that they stand out. If they were to have practical experience with industry and corporates, working while they were actually getting their academic credentials. What do you think, sir?
Thank you. This is the day-to-day working, what we are doing for to developing the leadership among the students or young mind. Now, there is a lot of avenue. The better thing that we can tell them what is important for you or what is not important for you. In our days, we have the lack of information. We are gathering the information. These days, we have to segregate the information, which one is the right direction, what is the right decision one should take. So this is the difference and the change of the time, and it is always a progressive things. Student leadership is always coming through a student itself. There is a different forums in our institution, and every institution having to give them platform to make, and they should show the leadership quality. I think the leadership quality is nobody can build it. Nobody can infuse it. It will be in the blood of the person, in the DNA, that how one can be a leader or not leader. So, I always suggest my student that be a number one in the line, not the follower. People should follow you, and that is the way how things are moving. So this is the required in each and every area, not only the academic leadership, in any area, that you should have some followers, and you try to convince the people. How to convince? You can deliberate, debate, and then take the decision, then people can follow you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Sir.
So, TN सिंह सर ने बड़ा अच्छा बोला कि इट इज़ एन DNA. थोड़ा बहुत लैटरल एंट्री की जा सकती है. लीडरशिप जो है इन्वायरमेंट से, एकेडमिक इंस्टीट्यूट से और उसके खुद के प्रोस्पेक्टिव से डेवलप होती है. प्रोस्पेक्टिव को डेवलप करना ही हमारा एकेडमिक इंस्टीट्यूट का काम है. अभी हम सुबह से मतलब सेकेंड हाफ से जब से शुरू हुआ, करिकुलम, एकेडमिया, इंडस्ट्री, इंटर्नशिप, लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स आई एम हियरिंग. अगर आप हमारा करिकुलम देखें, एंड इट इज़ एट पार ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. ऐसा नहीं है कि हम कहीं वर्ल्ड से पीछे हैं या किसी के पीछे हैं. करिकुलम इज़ सेम. और हम पता नहीं ये क्यों सोच रहे हैं कि हम लीडर नहीं हैं. आई डोंट नो, पता नहीं है मेरे मन में भावना कहाँ से आ गई कि मैं लीडर नहीं हूँ. मैं तो पिछले 40 साल से सोचता हूँ कि मैं ही लीडर हूँ, और हमने लगभग 40 बच्चों को PhD कराई, सब लीडर हैं. तो ये कॉन्फिडेंस सब में लाना, और जैसा कि हम बता रहे हैं, एकेडमिक इंस्टीट्यूट का बहुत बड़ा रोल है कि हम उनको डे टू डे लाइफ में उनके अंदर एक कॉन्फिडेंस जगाएं. हमने दो तरह की चीज़ें देखी. पहले लोग कहते थे कि फेल होगा तो कुछ धक्का मिलेगा, आगे बढ़ जाएगा. बट इट इज़ नॉट लाइक दैट नाउ डेज. उसको 50% मिलता है तो सोचता है 60% मिले, 35% मिलता है तो सोचता है पढ़ाई छोड़ दे. दैट इज़ द पर्सपेक्टिव टुडे व्हाट आई एम सीइंग इन सिंस लास्ट 30 years ऑफ माई करियर ऑफ एज ए प्रोफेसर. इस पर्सपेक्टिव को, इस पॉजिटिवनेस को हमने एक शब्द केवल बोलना चाहेंगे कि पॉजिटिविटी लाइए. उसके अंदर जो भी चीज़ें हैं उसको इन्हेंस करिए, और उसको एक उस क्षेत्र में उसका लीडर. इसलिए जो NEP आया, इट इज़ वन ऑफ द मोस्ट ब्यूटीफुल थिंग. ठीक है, वो बीटेक इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स में करना चाहता है, लेकिन उसका मन इकोनॉमिक्स में है. ही कैन डू द इकोनॉमिक्स. बीटेक की प्राइमरी डिग्री लेके इकोनॉमिक्स कर सकता है. एंड देन समाज उसको एक्सेप्ट करे, क्योंकि हम लोग समाज, हमारी सोसाइटी जो है सोसाइटी ड्रिवन है. समाज क्या कहेगा, वो क्या सोचेगा. वेस्ट वर्ल्ड में ऐसा नहीं है. कोई सोचता रहे हमें क्या करना है. तो एक जो ये है कि हमें उसके अंदर एक अच्छा पर्सपेक्टिव डेवलप करना है, और फिर ही हम उसको लीडर बनाने की ओर आगे बढ़ा सकते हैं. अदरवाइज हम उसको नहीं बढ़ा सकते. थैंक यू वेरी मच.
See, in not only in IITs, in any academic institution, if you see, we are trying to push students, to give students various curriculum, lot of things to do, initiatives. Why? Because to make them to lead that group, to lead in that work, a particular work which we are giving. So a leadership quality trying to bring in students from classroom is always in our academia, in our school, from up to higher studies. Yes, certainly in IITs, if you will ask me, practices is little bit more. What we are trying, we are making some groups, small groups, problem-oriented groups. We are making champions. So if we are having some social issues, some social problem, so there we are making groups and champion. So students are taking lead in different areas, and we are trying to observe that what the students are doing better in this segment, in that area, and in this way we are pushing them in 4 years program or 6 year, 5 year programs. If you will see that outcome is like this, that 10-15% students are really taking a good lead. As you saw just a few minutes before, 3 startups got award from IIT Bhilai. So it is a best example of leadership. So taking a a step that, yes, I will not be a job seeker, will go to create a job. If we start this, startup is the best example of leadership. So this type of culture, if I say in last 10, 15 years, I am finding is really coming in a very good way. And this generation, just in a previous one, discussion was going on, the Gen Z generation and Alpha. So this generation is having this quality.
Yes.
The good confidence this generation is having, no doubt, and this quality is there. Only issue is there, what the Professor Dharmendra Singh said, that they need to tell that yes, you can do this, you are having this quality, and small hurdles are coming. So sometime they need your support as a teacher, as a institute head. They need your support. So this one thing also we are doing, I think most of the directors are doing, we used to direct talk to our students at various forums. So a direct, when we are interacting and talking, our senior students like a PhD students, master's students, UG students, so it is boosting a lot them. Thank you.
Thank you. So, it's very interesting because that actually segues me into a slightly different topic, I'm just going to give you some numbers. So this is a longish question for which I need to prepare you with some numbers. They're fairly self-explanatory, but nonetheless, we were talking about Gen Z and Gen Alpha. You know, I myself am a father of two older Gen Zs. They're on the cusp of Gen Z. They would have been whatever the generation was before that, if they'd been born a couple of years before. And I see in them, as you say, you know, this willingness to have be in a startup, do that, and that's their chosen path, which would not have been mine, was not mine. And the need to give that support is extremely important. But I have a question actually for all three of you as leaders of institutions that are putting out very specific types of talent. You're responsible not for the people who are going into commerce and then setting up a business. You're not even responsible for doctors or other professionals who are doing something else. You're responsible for a very specific type of professional. You're responsible for engineers and technology specialists. This is what you're responsible for. So let me give you some statistics in this General Z. Sorry, my classmate is a general, so I met him yesterday. Generation Z to Generation Alpha, which is 15 to 24 age group, across two different countries. Because I heard some of the statistics before. One is India, of course, our own nation, and the other is US. And I'm just going to give you something in terms of the numbers of engineers that we are producing vis-a-vis that country, and correct it by age group, and then try to further correct it by what I was, the GER, the enrollment ratio, right? So, in India, in this 15 to 24 age group, which is roughly what we are talking about, we have 232 million people. In the same 15 to 24 age group, the US has 43 million people. Okay, so it's 7x8. Yes, sir, but I'm just talking about this particular cohort of school-going and college-going children. We are 232 out of 1.5 or 1,500.
But what we are comparing in the percentage, how much population is there?
Yes. Yeah. So 232 on 1,500 and 43 on 400. Okay. So, but nonetheless, if we take that particular cohort, we're talking about the cohort that is getting educated. And within that, if you look at the numbers that we have, number of engineers that we are producing, In 2002, India was producing 1,20,000 engineers. The US was producing at the time about 1,30,000, 1,35,000 engineers. Today, we are producing 15 lakh engineers, whereas the US is still producing only 1,30,000 engineers 20 years later. My question for you is this now, if you correct that by the GER, which is 80% there and roughly 28%, so roughly 30% here, that's another 2.5 times more. So per capita, we are producing, with the raw numbers, we are producing twice as many engineers per capita of this cohort of people that I'm talking about. And if you multiply it by the GER, it's another 2.5 times of that. So we are producing 5 times as many engineers than that country, like for like. So I have a question for you. With this coming out, with this number of engineers coming out, which is a visionary thing for us. I mean, it's a great capacity for us to have that many talented, technically oriented people coming out. Do you see this as being a turning point for us? I mean, given that we've got, not necessarily just to look for jobs, but leadership, entrepreneurship, those sorts of things. But this is it's an army of people. What is your view?
We feel that वसुधैव कुटुंबकम, पूरा जहां हमारा है, तो 15 लाख तो कुछ नहीं है.
ठीक है.
तो 15 लाख कुछ नहीं, हमें हर जगह कब्जा करना है, हर जगह जाना है. तो 15 लाख तो very tiny amount. So once we are putting our stamp, because we are thinking about the global village. Once we are thinking about the global village, we don't have to think only India. We have to think continent, all the continent. तो हम तो वसुधैव कुटुंबकम पर विश्वास करते हैं, तो 15 लाख क्या 1.5 करोड़ होंगे तब भी हमारे लिए कोई दिक्कत की बात नहीं. And today is 25th September 2024. 2047 में जो लोग रहेंगे, they will feel that इस चीज़ को जिस पॉजिटिवनेस से हम लोग चलने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, अगर कहीं ब्रेक नहीं आता है, कोई एक्सीडेंट नहीं होता है, तो यू विल फील दैट जो भी रहेंगे, हम भगवान से मनाएंगे कि सब लोग रहें. You will feel that कि 1.5 लाख या 1.5 करोड़ इंजीनियर भी कम पड़ रहा है.
Excellent. Okay, it's wonderful to hear. Sir, your view.
See, what statistics you said. See, first of all, your first question, IITs now not only producing engineers in a very, you said that very particular field. See, today if you see in IITs, medical, agriculture, and arts, law, see all these, even sports. Now we started sports also. So it is not only restricted to a BTech degree of those 5-6 engineering key areas. So in other areas and also IITs are doing very well. See, giving a degree, if you morning, few hours back, two very honorable and eminent academicians, what they said, they tried to correlate your skill and knowledge. See, giving a degree of a BTech degree or a BSc engineering degree or a simple BA and BSc degree is one thing. So what we are producing is along with the knowledge and skill both, and which is demand of the day. Compartment formation, like this is a engineering, this is a sciences, this is arts, no more valid now.
Okay.
So our students, those who are coming out with a degree of a BTech or the BS degree or the any type of bachelor and master's degree, they are good to serve in other directions also. Even the banking, if you say, the fintech, they are doing very well. So why in health sector, environment sector, agri sector, these sectors, our students are doing really good. So what the Professor Singh said, numbers are, we need more numbers.
Good.
Yeah, thank you.
Excellent. Sir, your view on that.
Okay, you have talked about the number. People say in India particularly, do locally, see globally. So our purpose is that in the world, the India market is open. And we can not only serve the India, we can serve at a global level. Look at this demand in the world over. 10 lakh teachers are required in only the African continent. Who will be going to the Africa? The best survived persons, tried and tested from the Gandhian times.
Yes, sir.
The Indian. You can see this world, any software, everywhere there is a need and requirement. So this number is, of course, भारत में सर्व शिक्षा अभियान की परिकल्पना है. If you want the education for everyone, then this number should increase, and we are in this process of increasing this number. Mostly the IIT, all they are trying to go, not only the direct admission through the JEE and other competition, but we are going to online education. But only condition is the education having the quality. And once you have the quality, then you have the confidence. And once you have the confidence, then anybody can take it, and you can take any challenge in this life. So, number is required. Of course, we should take care of the quality. That will be the important. And I think there are different measures. Government has also taken, private institutions are also coming out with this quality education. And mostly the education, it will be the experimental. Mostly we have to try to solve the problem, because theory is available everywhere. So that kind of education if we are giving and we are trying to provide, I think there is an open market for Indians. It will be the 1.5 lakh or 15 lakhs or 1.5 crore. It doesn't make any difference.
That's actually very, very heartening to hear, because one of the things that 2 or 3 minutes left, so quick rapid fire round, with respect to, we only have 2 or 3 minutes left, so quick rapid fire round, with respect to, we only have 2 or 3 minutes left, so quick rapid fire round, with respect to, we only have 2 or 3 minutes left, so quick rapid fire round, with respect to this, we have 2 or 3 minutes left, so quick rapid fire round, with respect to this, we have 2 or 3 minutes left, so quick rapid fire round, with respect to this, we have 2 or 3 minutes left, so quick rapid fire round, with respect to this, we have 2 or 3 minutes left, so quick rapid fire round, with respect to this, 2 or 3 minutes left, so quick rapid fire round, with respect to this quality that you were talking about, sir. If each one of you can just talk about how do you think, and I said this is a huge topic for 1 minute each, but nonetheless, what is the impact of digitalization going forward on creating quality technical leaders, which is what you are doing?
Certainly, it is going to help a lot, because taking care of such a large number, when we are saying we need more and more, so it is difficult to go in a way as we were doing. So digitalization is going to help a lot. And not only this, as we are talking about new technologies. So there are new technologies again need some change in our pattern and style. So there also we are going to get a lot of help. As it is said, AI, machine learning, and all this today is a buzzword also in a few previous speakers also said, without AI and machine learning, no talk is complete. So, but it is why it is the requirement, because of the data is big. Things are, we are thinking in a large way, in a bigger way. So to handle all these things, along with the human intelligence, we need the artificial intelligence, and digitalization is important in my sense. Yeah, thank you.
This is the era of the fusion, जहाँ टेक्नोलॉजी और हमारे क्लासिकल जो वेल एस्टेब्लिश्ड फैक्ट हैं, जो थिंग्स हैं, उनके बीच का सामंजस्य होना चाहिए. So digitalization, 100% sure, I am technocrat, so technological advancement is required. But जो हमारे well truth पिछले हजारों साल से जो हमारी शिक्षा पद्धति, शिक्षा नीति, सब चीज़ें रही हैं, उनको हम कैसे नई शिक्षा के साथ फ्यूज करें, that is the job of the new जो की लीडर्स हैं, जो पॉलिसी मेकर्स हैं, उनका जो जॉब है. केवल हम AI की बात करें, वो हम बहुत ज़्यादा एग्री नहीं करते हैं। हमें फ्यूजन के मॉडल पे चलना होगा। ओके, थैंक यू।
डिजिटाइजेशन की आप आज बात कर रहे हैं, दिस डिजिटाइजेशन इज आवर कल्चर। पीपल सी वी हैव द मेमोरी बेस्ड conversation.
Yes.
The mothers had taught us something which we remember, recall, and reproduce. So this is the digitization.
It's true.
My grandfather has given something which still I remember. There is no documentation, nothing is there. So what we are doing, and that is the reason people say research. It is a not search, it is a research. Whatever has been done in earlier, the same thing we are trying to repeat. That we call is a AI language, recall, repeat, and then see the trend. So whatever Professor Singh has said, that this is a fusion, exactly we are trying to repeat what we have done in the earlier to base the knowledge-based society, intelligentsia-based society, not the memory and recall and reproduce in examination. People say that if you have the large number of degree, it means you have spent lot of money on the getting the degree. So a skill doesn't have much degree. They have the less degree, but impacting one and effective one. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you. Scintillating discussion with these gentlemen. One thing I can, obviously, not only of what they have reached in terms of their leadership posts, but also their oratory. So thank you very, very much for your time today.
Thank you, Professor Dr. T.N. Singh, sir, Professor Dr. Dharmendra Singh, sir, Professor Dr. Rajiv Prakash, sir, for your insights. Thank you, Siddharth, for leading the discussion. I would now like to request Siddharth to kindly present the memento to all the panelists. I would like to request Professor Dr. T.N. Singh, sir, to kindly present the memento to Siddharth. I would now like to request all the panelists and the moderator to kindly assemble for a group photograph.